We are live on both channels as far as I can see. So, hello. And today we continue build with Tempest Kit from Edward in 148 scale, as you remember. Just let me tune the screen so that I can see what you will be writing on YouTube, and we will continue with our build process. So, okay. First of all, we do this thing. Just a second. Because my internet acts funny and I don't see some things. Okay, so now it should be better. And I just need to switch the quality of the video. Don't forget to tune the 720p, to switch on the 720p so that you can see more detail on the video. And that's what I'm trying to do on my PC, because somehow it just doesn't work properly with 720p. So I'm not sure what is happening with it. Anyway, I mean, as you remember, yesterday we ended up with cockpit assembly. We had to stop it because we have to paint all the parts before the installation. So, hi, Chancellor. And what I did apply primer on the cockpit. So here you should be able to see it. All parts are primed up. Seat is not glued. Don't be worried. That's a fitment. I mean, you can see that it's that good that it doesn't fall out. It's not glued, and the white glue is just slided in, and that's all. So really nice parts detailing, in my opinion. And I think it will look even better once it will be painted. As far as I remember, it should be gray green for all those parts. I will do it tomorrow because today it's late already and my compressor is a bit loud. So I'm not going to terrorize neighbors with my compressor. Nevertheless, primer applied. Also, as you remember, we assembled the air intake with all PE upgrade set on those parts. It looks really good, and I hope it will look even better once installed into the aircraft. Then we have to continue with wheel wells, because wheel wells will be quite detailed, and what we have to do today is to apply wiring. And with wiring, I'm not 100% sure how to do the thing, because we have here the picture that these wires should go also on the landing gear leg, and I'm just not 100% sure if it should be done like this or we should do it a bit later. That's the thing about the upgrade sets, is that you have to think everything, I mean, how to combine everything together, and that's not that pleasant thing to do once you start doing it. So, okay, we have wires. Wires, which ones should be applied? It should be 20 and 21. And this landing gear legs should be glued somewhere else. Just give me a second. I have to understand what we have to do here, because it's not that easy to understand. I mean, with this, it is easy to understand. You just have to glue all those parts together and you will be good to go. But with the wires for landing gear system, that's not that deep top, I would say. So as far as you can see, when we install parts E73 and E71, those wires should be applied. And E28, part E28, this is step 1. Then we apply step 3 and step 2. I guess we can install small parts a bit later. First, I would like to install E28 and also E53 and E50, just to see how it will look together. So let's go. We need E28, this huge part. As you can see, it's slightly covered with primer because I was applying primer on the cockpit elements, so they were sprayed too, but that's not serious. It won't be a problem for gluing parts into the place. So we just sew off the part. Okay. And here it is. So as you can see, we have to delete those pins as well. Just a moment. And we have inside, we have quite interesting design, position elements, all the stuff. So be sure not to delete or damage them somehow. Okay, so pins are deleted and I just need to clean the part so that it will be easier to install. Okay. I have one good idea on camera fitment. I will try it tomorrow because today this stream it was quite, I would say, sped up. I just came home and I had to start it straight away. Okay, so here is the part, and then we glue it onto the wing. Where is wing? Here. So here is wing, and we take this E28 part and install it into place like this. Now I need a second to understand on how it will work all together, because it's not that easy as it might seem to be, because we had to combine also minor element which was assembled earlier, but it's not that difficult either. So now we apply extra thin glue from Tamiya. I will add a bit more because we have primer as well here, and just to be sure so that it stays in place. Okay, and also I connect the small tube here like this. Okay. Next we need part E53. It will go like this. So again, we put it aside and we take E53. It happens to be this part. As you can see, quite interesting shape, and know that it is connected together with another element, so be sure not to damage it while cutting it off. So okay, we sew it off. Okay. And now we have to clean it because we have those tiny pins here, which are obviously shouldn't be on the part. Okay, so one pin deleted. Now we do another pin. I was checking today the Kugelpanzer from MiniArt. It is quite interesting kit. I mean, I like the design, even though this is a what if kit, still they made quite impressive interior. So this might be an interesting assembly subject. Who knows? I also wonder when they will release their M3 Li, because they were promising it in 2018. 2018 ended and we still don't see it. And if you check their catalog, it is still there as a upcoming novelty. So who knows, maybe we will see it this year in 2019. Or maybe not. But I hope that at least one version will be out this year and we will be able to assemble it, because I don't want to assemble other manufacturer kits. So if you know what I mean. Okay, part cleaned up. And this part should be actually installed. I will show in a second. It should be installed like this here. You can see it. And now we just, but is it like this? Because I can see that, yes, now it is. So you just have to press it into the slot and then it stays there and you are good to go. As you can see, it has a special slot for the landing gear leg, as far as I can guess. So it will help you get the proper alignment of the landing gear legs on your aircraft. So be sure to install it properly on your model. Okay, so glue, 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 and here it is. And the last part in this composition, let's say it's E50. So we take E50. This is this part. As you can see, it has these lightning holes. And now we'll just sew it off. That's funny. I mean, the wheel wells area consists of more parts than the cockpit, as far as I can see. And if you count the P parts, it's even more funny, because, I mean, cockpit goes into the leading position, let's say, just because of the P parts. And that's not necessarily true if you consider this set together with this. What do you mean branching out into armor? They're not. They're fixed on their Mustang, which will be this summer. It was funny to see the reaction of Mr. Schultz when he was asked. On one of the November Fest, of course, this question came up, why they are not going into the military armor. So he was quite surprised why he was actually asked this question, because it's such obvious thing that Eduard is focused only on aircraft kits, nothing else. But yesterday we were talking about this nose area on... No, I said about Mignard, not Eduard. Yesterday we were talking about the front section from Winged Wings, and this is quite nice idea. And why I'm again raising this topic, because Eduard was actually making nice dashboard kits. I really love them, and I'm not sure why they stopped producing these nice kits in, it was a 1/6 scale. Quite nice scale, especially if you frame the build. I mean, literally frame it. It's even better looking result than what you can expect. Okay, so here we have a bit tight fit due to the P part installed, but here you can see the final appearance of this part. And again, we are going to secure it with extra thin glue, and we will be good to go. As far as you can see, it looks fine. Let's remove a bit of dust. And now everything looks cool. But that's not all, because we have to apply wiring here. And this will be actually quite a tricky part, sorry, because this wiring should be glued into the one of the walls of those wheel wells. So first we would take the 22, because it goes on the bottom section. Yeah, BF110 was great. I think you also had BF109, or was it Focke-Wulf 190 panel or something like this? I think I have, just give me a second. It should be somewhere here. I have, yeah, BF109E. It was EMIL, so I have it. I didn't get the BF110 panel, but at least I have BF109. It's also quite good. So, what we have to do, as I said, we have to cut the wiring. It's port 22. It is here. Full cruise 4HK model B17. I think so. Check CMK website, because they were actually thinking about doing this. So they should have released at least several pilots. If not, maybe Plasma Deo might have something suitable, but it wasn't designed specifically for HK model kit, but still it might be handy. Funny thing is that I've never seen these kits, finished kits, on model shows. So everybody buys them, but nobody is installing them or assembling them and then bringing them somewhere. Okay, so we have the part 22. Now I just have to check it once again so that I understand where it goes, and we will be good to go. So actually, this small picture, it gives us small hint on how wiring should be installed from the other side. And now we are going to try to replicate it on our model. So, okay, we first get the thin end. Sorry, once again. It is glued to the lower part, and then it goes somewhere here, right? Okay, so it is like this, then like this. And now it's just the question if it should be we have 22, so it goes like this, and it should be actually bent in opposite way, and then it should be glued somewhere here. Okay, so I think I got it. Now we just try to glue it under the light because I don't see anything. Just like this. And then here. And here. Okay. Seems more or less understandable. Now we need our TI glue. But come on, box is not that big for B17. I mean, relatively not that big. So it's really difficult to understand the final size of the model if you judge by the box. I wouldn't say that it's completely like enormous. Just big, that's all. And I think again we are experiencing problems with CA glue. That's already becoming our small tradition. Okay, now it seems to be attached. So I just glue it here. Now it should be fine. And then we continue working with, we need a toothpick. And of course I don't have another toothpick, so I will be working with tweezers, because one tweezers and will be holding the part in place. Another one will be actually bending the P break line into the necessary shape. Just give me a moment. I need to win this competition. By the way, regarding the competition, I will submit the raffle conditions tomorrow so that you all know how it will be conducted. Okay, I guess it should be glued like this. Actually, it is not. Oh no, it should be here. So that's why. I mean, I was surprised why there is not enough length of this wire in order to be glued in the proper way, but it was actually a different wire. So that's why. That's why. And we just glue it here and everything will be intact. Okay, so just give me a second. We need to take the glue once again. It's quite interesting CA glue. I have to find something different tomorrow because it doesn't work properly as it should be. And it's already dry as hell. Okay, so here we are. Just apply a small bit on the end of this wire. And we glue it here where it's supposed to be. It's not that easy. Why? Because of course it is glued to tweezers. It's not glued to what it should be glued to. So just give me a second once again. Actually, I would like to check this old CA glue once again, because I would not believe that it did not work completely. Maybe it was something with consistency. So let's shake it a bit. Spiritual balance, huh? Ouch, 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 ouch. I'm not sure what happened. Somehow glue came out So I just have to clean my hands a bit. But otherwise everything seems to be fine. Okay, so now it seems to be working. So I would like to try it. I'm not sure why it wasn't working before, but now it seems to be gluing stuff. So let's just try it. Okay, so I take it here. I have small drop. I apply it on the wiring. I bring wiring here, where it should be. Ah. And it doesn't work again. Funny. So again, we have problem with CA glue. I'm not sure why. That's already ridiculous. We have another CA glue. I'm not sure if it will work with this part, but let's try it. I will close this old one and I will throw it away. Yeah. I mean, I usually close it, but now you see that when you take it and apply it straight away, it just doesn't work at all. So I guess it's just because this glue. This one is a bit more thick. Yeah, that's good advice. Pellets are always handy for such stuff. And if you plan to work with glue like all the time, it's worth getting the proper pellet and then apply glue straight away there and use it from there. Okay, so I now have to apply wiring in place. So that we have nice result. Seems to be working now. I will leave it to dry a bit. So this glue works as it should be. And this glue is even older, but still works. So quite surprising result. Nevertheless, I'm not complaining on this. I'm happy to see this. I just have to glue the part in the right place. Because it's a bit of tight fit. Okay, now it seems to be working. And I need also to find my lighter, because what I was doing with super glue, if you have metal parts and you still have, you have super glue left on the metal parts, you just use lighter, burns the glue, and you're good to go once again. But not now, because I don't have the lighter. So it puts certain limits on the process. What we are going to do is to fix this section and then glue this section. Now this end doesn't work, so I have to apply a bit more glue, and I'm not sure if I have glue here, so I'm going just to get a bit more. That's a good thing about the modeling, that you are learning new stuff. For example, how to work with two hands and tweezers in the left hand. And how to keep your nerves calm when you have part broken down and you have to glue it back. If you know what I mean. Anyway, let's glue it back. Because otherwise I will have to search for super glue tomorrow, because it looks ridiculous, seriously. Nah. Still does not attach part in the right place. So I have to search for super glue, because otherwise it will be a mess. I'm going to retry it now. And we'll see how it will go, but I'm not 100% sure that it will actually work. Okay. So we take it like this. So what we will be doing now is applying the glue directly on the P part and then installing it straight away into the necessary spot. If it won't work, I will have to go to the model shop tomorrow and get the new CA glue, which will be actually gluing parts, not wetting them and making no effect. Okay, so I put it aside, I close it so it doesn't evaporate, and now we go. Glue just doesn't work at all. Literally no effect. Even though the super glue was applied on one of the ends, still does not attach part. So it doesn't work. Once again, we have the same story as in the first video. I'll check it regarding the video. It might be interesting stuff. Maybe also to replicate some weathering on the model. So what I say that we start the video now because glue doesn't work and I have to get a new one because it's ridiculous. And of course we will continue tomorrow when I will glue all the parts in place with the right glue, because this one video such short session, but as you can see all glues do not work properly, so I have to think something through and to get the normal glue so that we will be having this result on our parts. And we need this because all cockpit panels will be assembled out of glue or with super glue. Seat belts will employ the super glue as well, so we really need it. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to press the like button because it will help us greatly in our videos. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you won't miss any new video reviews. And also don't forget that you can donate to us and help us develop our video and photo reviews. So thank you for watching once again. It was nice to see you all. And I will see you tomorrow as usual around this time. And bye.